Donald Trump wants to get rid of the Department of Education, and he's absolutely right. The majority of teachers in today's classrooms are usually activists promoting the liberal democratic agenda and insanity, whether it's the LGBTQ mafia, teaching your son or daughter that communism and socialism is the American way, lying to them about global warming and making them psychotic, insane, and afraid for their lives. Something needs to be done about our education system. You could see it in our youth. The disrespect for the country, the flag, their parents, the American way, the American dream, American exceptionalism. We have gone down the toilet as a country. I would even propose that Donald Trump make it a law that every public school wears a uniform and that you must be in uniform. You'll eliminate 80% of the problems that you have in all schools, bullying, picking on people for what they're wearing, and it'll teach our youth that they must look professional and respectable when they go out into public or the workplace or apply for a job. You know, I drive past the bus stop and 16, 17, 18-year-old kids are out there in pajamas with their green or purple hair, look like they haven't showered in months. It's absolutely disgusting. There is no sense of pride or integrity left in our children and our school system for the most part. I'm not saying there's no good kids out there who are doing the right thing. That's not what I'm saying. But what is being taught in our public school system is vile, disgusting, classless. They're teaching your children to be Antifa scum. When you sit there and really listen to what these people want to teach your children. And in some states, like California, the liberal insanity is so crazy that the school system thinks they have the right to transition your child without even notifying you. So they're putting all these activists in your classroom or in your son or daughter's classroom to confuse your children. And they're doing it on purpose. These are pedophiles. These are groomers. I don't care if they touch them or not. There's boundaries. Who the F are you to talk to some child about their sexual preferences or the gender that they should become? These are groomers. These are pedophile tactics. And it needs to stop. It's absolutely disgusting. And if you're a teacher that is so brazen to go on social media and be proud of yourself for, encouraging kids to transition, or you're putting certain flags up in the classroom that are not acceptable. The only flag acceptable in a classroom in America is the American flag. Any other flag, you should be arrested. And California is so insane. Not only do they think they have the right to transition your child, but if you take your kid to the doctor or the school or the guidance counselor gets the inkling that you're not accepting your child's transition, they feel, the government and Gavin Newsom, that they have the right to notify child services to take your children out of the home. I can't even put it in words how disgusting and vile this is. Disgusting. It's absolutely disgusting. And Donald Trump, just like he's cleaning up the border, crime, he's having Elon Musk do an audit of all the corruption. Adults have to make decisions like Donald Trump. Donald Trump has to make tough decisions. And it's time for the Department of Education to be scratched. They have failed. Not only have they failed our children, they failed America and themselves. Because a lot of them are commies to their core, and they're teaching that to your kid. There's not 72 genders. There's 2 genders. And you're going to have to deal with it. Marriage is between a man and a woman. American exceptionalism and capitalism is the only way to make a country prosperous. All this other garbage is communist garbage. And a lot of this, you know where it comes from? And a lot of people don't talk about it. In our colleges, in our school system, China has infiltrated our school system with teachers and bribing people with donations, or they do class trips where, Timmy Walls, Tampon Timmy was part of this. He was a school teacher, and he was bringing his class to China, of all places, to learn their ways. So when they become school teachers, what do? They teach communism and liberal garbage. And this is done on purpose. Timmy Walls is a communist, a spineless, coward communist to his core. And this is the kind of coward that a lot of these commies, they get involved in education on purpose to teach your kids this garbage. It goes on all the time. You're seeing the ugly, it's starting to rear its head more and more. You're starting to see what they teach a majority of our kids. You can see it. The anti-American rhetoric, the green and purple hair, the lack of self-respect for themselves or anybody else for that matter, and their behavior. Donald Trump should make it a law. Every student in America has to wear a uniform to go to school. It'll teach the students, the kids, that you have to look professional when you go out into the real world, when you fill out a job application. Just having self-respect, period. You see a lot of these kids walking out of the school. They're in pajamas. They're green and purple hair, earrings all over the place, or they're half naked. And the school allows this. The school promotes this type of garbage. Because look who the school gives a hard time to. You know how many cases there's been where a kid went to school with an American flag t-shirt and they made him turn it inside out, or they sent him home? Or a student came with a Donald Trump shirt on and they suspended him or kicked him out of school, or made him turn the shirt or her turn the shirt inside out. So what are they promoting? What are these teachers promoting for the most part? They're promoting garbage. They're promoting vile behavior. It's just like the workplace. Just like a lot of these workplaces. They're always scouring through your social media, and they only have a problem with conservatism. They only have a problem with Christianity. They only have a problem if you say marriage is between a man and a woman. They only have a problem when you say there's only two genders. They only have a problem when you love Donald Trump. But if you had LGBTQ flags, you said there were 72 genders, that you could become a cat, a man could chop his penis off to become a woman, they would have no problem with you. So it's not just our school system that needs to change. It's the workplace also. Because this goes on in a lot of workplaces. A lot of workplaces, they have these big meetings, and it's all anti-conservative views. Again, if you promote every liberal ideology, your workplace will have no problem with you. But if you are conservative, you're insulting people, you're racist, we can't have you work here, you're terminated. It goes on all the time. Let's watch it. If you ever wanted to know why the Department of Education needs to be terminated immediately, just watch this video. This nut job, this is just the tip of the iceberg, is one of the big shots in the Department of Education. And you tell me if this is normal.
On us to win all the things. NEA, we have to win all the things. All the things. All the things. Our colleagues are depending on us to win all the things. Keep going, NEA. To preserve our democracy, we must win all the things. Delegates, we won't go back. We will keep going forward because we are the NEA. We are the NEA. We are the NEA.
Look at the lady in the back.
Depending on us to win all the things. NEA, we have to win all the things. All the things. All the things. Our colleagues are depending on us.
All right, I'm done. What the hell are you all clapping at? Like, that was a big moment in time. Her scream, all things, all things. I mean, the only thing you're missing up there is a guy in a dress with boobs and high heels demanding to be called she or her. That's the guy who usually teaches your kindergartner at this point. What are all these people clapping at? Wow, that was really inspiring. This looks like somebody I really want to dictate the curriculum for my son or daughter. She looks totally sane. She looks like a genius up there, I'll tell you. So, playtime is over for all the disgusting, vile individuals in this country. Whether you're a criminal, the open border, this garbage. Trump knows exactly what he's doing. He needs to save our youth. He needs to save the students of this country. He knows that every single thing that Democrats and liberals have implemented is to destroy the United States of America, its citizens, and their children.